Thanks again for meeting me here. They really do serve the most superb ramen bowls. No, it's okay. It's just a little spicy. Nothing I can't handle. How are you doing on the spice? You don't seem like someone who often eats this kind of food. Good? Okay. Good to hear. We should really do this again sometime. These spicy ramen challenges. We have to win one someday. I'm still working on it, yeah. You believe in me? Okay, that's good enough for me, Proxy. I am curious, though. How long does it take for one to complete a challenge like this? How long do I have to train for it? I hope not too long. I'd like to reach the prize soon. Yes. I've been told I'm quite ambitious, and I prefer to keep it that way. After all, the kind of role I serve in the Sons of Caledon requires such attitude. What's that? Oh, right. Sorry for forgetting. That's quite rude of me. I brought you here, and then I don't even tell you why. It's not just for the ramen challenge. You suspected correctly. I apologize for any delays. So, I'll leave the cash here, since we already got the receipt. Oh no, I don't use any cards. Too much fraud going on sometimes. It's just too much to worry about. Now, thank you for the meal. Let's step outside and we can chat more. Thank you. Right. So, Proxy, this is a bit embarrassing. It's something that I wouldn't ask anyone else about. It has to do with my family. No. I'm not in any trouble or anything. It's more like maybe they might be. I have to admit, this isn't something I was anticipating for this year. You know how I got here, right? Not much, actually. Right. You've probably heard a thing or two from the other members of the Sons of Caledon, but actually sitting down to hear my story, the tale of Lady Lucy, if you will, it's information I don't share very often. Yes, the Montefios. You don't have to freak out about it. I know you're aware, and everyone pretty much is, about my disdain for my family. Trust me, I still share the dislike, but there's something that's come up that's made me a bit worried. Yes, I escaped, and I've been living in the Outer Ring since then. So, I get your concern, Proxy. But seriously, if I was that concerned, I wouldn't have tried to... You know what? Never mind. I can do this plan by myself. Thanks again for the ramen and everything. I will see myself out. Yeah, I get it. You care about me. So many sappy words for something that you don't even know much about. Then why don't I tell you? Well, fine. You make a good point. There's a ball soon for the Montefios. I'd like to go. It's not necessarily a sudden change of heart or anything. It's not like I want to go back there to join the family and be a royal princess again. You already know I love my life in the Outer Ring. I can't go back there. I don't want to. It's more like checking in. Yeah, you're right. Then why do I need a date? Well, I was thinking, if one were to go in disguise, it would be a lot harder to figure out, everything. Especially if I was with someone, they wouldn't suspect a thing. I had never dated when I was a part of that family. Not to disown them or anything. Just more rejecting their ways of life. Right. I never dated, never saw anyone, never really hung out with anyone aside from my family and their royal connections. It's just a part of the Montefio life. But like I said, I reject that. I don't want to be cooped up like a princess. I want to live my life. Something I hope you understand as well. Really? Thank you, Proxy. Seriously, you're a lifesaver. Okay. As long as I have someone with me, they won't freak out about me making a poor appearance or being some random stranger who looks a lot like their daughter. Good. That's great. Plus, and here's more like a plan B, if they realize I am Luciana de Montefio, I can also avoid weirdos asking me out or trying to get in on the family business if I'm with someone. He really saved me here. What's up? Right. I guess you wouldn't know much about royalty. Not to judge or anything. Here's the rundown, Proxy. The Montefios are highly renowned in New Eridu. One could assume they are a prestigious family that values each of their own and respect and properness above all. I know, yeah. Why would I ever want to return? I don't. But... And while this is a bit embarrassing, truth be told, I'm a little worried. I've heard rumors about sickness in the Montefio family. About my father possibly becoming ill. I once held this great disdain for him. Constantly hoping I'd come back. Like I craved that kind of life, but I don't. None of them understood the kind of freedom I wanted. None of them knew the kind of life that I wanted for myself. I don't even think they cared. So now, I'm asking you to go back because a part of me wants to check in on them. And it may very well be the last time I return to their estate. Ever. I just want to say another mental goodbye. Yes, a bit different from the last time we spoke about them, yes? Last time was brief. You had no idea how I even ended up here. Aside from what Caesar has told you. It is not a complicated story, but allow me to entertain you with it anyway. It was a crazy day. It had been a crazy life. And it definitely wasn't this decision made out of nowhere. It'd been building up inside. I was angry. I was craving something more. I didn't want to live this boring, monotonous life where all of my decisions were dictated for me, where my entire life had been laid out by my family. I wanted freedom. Not only to wear what I wanted to wear, but to be the person that I wanted to be. I know, sounds sappy to explain from a person like me, but I have to value myself. I really do. It's tough to live that kind of life when you want that sort of freedom. A lot of your decisions are made for you. And not even that. They were trying to map out who I would marry, have kids with. I mean, seriously, from such a young age. It was like my life wasn't mine. It's horrible. Ugh, trust me. Beating up ethereals in hollows and working close with people who have their own lives and know nothing of a royal family, it's lovely. Ugh. Don't comment about how I'm still eloquent. I can still be that way and not be royalty. I know. To what do I owe the pleasure? Yeah, I have tried to stray from those sorts of phrases, but it's just built into my vocabulary, so sorry about that. Though I do recognize more slang terms thanks to Bernice. Yeah, you probably don't want to know. So anyway, I'm back on track to the story. I staged my own kidnapping. I know it seems pretty crazy, but that is what happened. I wanted a secure way to get out of there. I hired people, and even though they got the shit beat out of them because of Caesar, I was saved. I was finally free, and a part of the Sons of Caledon shortly after. So, yeah. Life in the Outer Ring has been great, but there's still that part of me that wants to care about my family, and I do. I do hope they're doing well. It is only the polite and kind thing to do. And, frankly, I still believe it is the right thing to do, even if I highly disagree with their way of life and it does not align with who I am. It aligns with who they are, and it's a lifestyle that they choose every day. So, I respect it. Thank you for recognizing that. I've been trying to have a more mature outlook on things, even if I disagree with them to a very, very, very deep extent. I still hold some ounce of respect for them. Not for how they treated me, but for the way they live and the way they choose to live. They're privileged, and in a way, I still am too. I recognize that, and I guess I just want one final goodbye. Right. Undercover, Proxy. Very, very undercover. We'll have to go get disguises, probably wigs, and I'll have Bernice do some crazy makeup on me so I look like a whole different person. But we will still be in line with royal standards. We'll make up some crazy backstory. Maybe we'll pretend to be part of a royal family of our own. Or maybe a distant friend. I don't know. There's probably some names I can grab from back from my life as a proper Montefio. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate your willingness to do this for me. And I'm happy that you're able to come as my date. If you've never been to a royal ball, this will certainly be a first time and hopefully last time experience for you. But it's nice to do everything once, right? It really is such a relief. I was really, really worried I'd be stuck in some horrible or embarrassing situation again. But with you there, I think I'll feel okay. Especially with so much planning ahead of us. I think we can figure out something pretty diabolical. I say that like we're going to sabotage the ball. No, just it'll feel good to be on the inside and not be known. We'll do more of a subtle thing. We'll stay in the back, we'll chat, we'll act super occupied and fancy and too good for everyone there, and then we'll leave. Once I get the information I need. You are right, Proxy. It is like a spy mission. Just like in the movies you watch. Right. Well, text me if you need any reminders about the details, alright? It's important and absolutely necessary we're there on time, or preferably a little early. Even more preferably a little late. And we make up some fake story about traffic. Maybe we almost hit a dog or something. And oh my god, we just couldn't bear it. So we took time to mourn over the possibilities for 30 minutes and then we ended up being an hour late. I don't know. I'll think of it later. No. Also, one more rule. Absolutely, and I mean absolutely, no jokes or teasing me about my outfit. Yes, you'll be in something funny, too. My parents, the Montefios, said it had to be something royal, extravagant, you know, all the whatever, bells and whistles, I believe. It will look dashing, and there's no doubt I'll look awesome. But I don't want to be teased about it. I'd much prefer my usual t-shirt and shorts, you know? Right. As long as we're on the same page, I think we're all set to go. Thank you again for lunch, Proxy. One hopes to see you again soon. And as usual, the pleasure's been all mine. Travel safe, okay?